Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's Wednesday, July 30th, 2025. Guys, it's a new day filled with new opportunities. We're here to capitalize on these opportunities. Coming in today with the proper mindset, understanding that trading is all randomness, guys. We're just here to manage our risk, make ourselves available whenever the trade presents themselves, and making sure we execute to the best of our abilities. Regardless what our emotions tell us, regardless what our mind is saying, we need to follow the plan, execute the plan, live and die by the plan. All right, so let's see what trades we could take today. All right, guys.
Order filled.
That was actually pretty loud. Sorry about that. All right, order was filled there, guys. Pretty straightforward trade right here. You guys see price gave the market structure. Actually, it was this one right here. Change of state delivery. Nice, decent. It was just a gap, really. Change of state delivery. Gap. Boom. Pull back into it. Boom. Stop loss at the minor swing pivot. Boom, right here. Take profit is plus 2R. Somewhere around here. So, again, guys, textbook trade per my rules. I don't control the outcome. I don't control what happens in between the trade. All I can control is the mindset. Keep me in the trade as long as I have to be until either my stop loss gets triggered or my take profit gets triggered. I'll update you guys here in a bit. All right, guys, quick little mid-trade recap here. Been in this trade for about 2 hours now. As you guys see, been in some drawdown, been in some profit. Currently basically break even. Again, guys, the only thing we can do here is accept the risk. We've already have our risk set. We have our stop loss set. Accept the randomness. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. We don't control it. I for sure don't control it. And making sure we follow the rules, follow the plan. And my plan says plus 2R all or nothing. And that's what we're going to do, right? Coming into the trade with a plan, understanding what the plan is. And now we're just executing. So it's currently lunchtime. I'll update you guys here in a little bit, let you guys know how it all plays out shortly, all right? All right, guys, here we are back on the charts. As I mentioned previously, we got in on this trade 638, currently 1043. So we've been in this trade for a little bit more than 4 hours now. Price has been going in our direction, pulled back against us, went back in our direction. But as I keep mentioning, guys, I don't control the trade, right? All I can control is the patience, the discipline to make sure I'm still in this trade. Let it play out regardless of the outcome, because the outcome is random. The process is not. That's the only thing I can control, and I'm making sure I'm executing to the best of my ability. So as you guys know, FOMC comes out today at 11 o'clock. So in about 17 minutes, we'll get some random news spike. Hopefully it goes in my direction. We're pretty close. But if not, again, we've already accepted our risk. We already have our stop loss set, and it's going to do what it wants to do, and we're just along for the ride. So I'll update you guys here shortly on the way it all plays out. All right, guys, currently 10:59 FOMC news comes out in 10 seconds. I decided to treat it as market on close and balance and move my stop loss to break even because it's a bunch of random news. Get a pretty big spike in volatility here in 2 seconds. Wanted to record it, see what direction price wants to go in. I was about 50 points away from my break even or my entry, so we'll see if price wants to move crazy or not here. It's just getting some volatility, but interest rates basically stay the same, again, for like the 5th time. All right, guys, so it's going in our direction. We'll see if it wants to take us out for a full winner, or if it wants to come back, take us out break even now, basically. So no more risk on this trade, and we'll see how it all plays out, all right? All right, guys, so we're super close to getting...
Order filled.
Boom, there you guys have it. So, guys, we were in that trade almost 5 hours. You guys see here, I got in the trade 638. Currently 11:35. So we were in that trade for almost 5 whole hours. Guys, it takes some serious discipline, it takes some serious patience, but most of all, it takes some serious trust in your strategy to just set it, forget it, and either let it take you out for full -1R or let it get full plus 2R. Thankfully, I have the trust in my plan. I've back tested it. I've done enough journaling and all that, and I see my plan play out, and that gives me the conviction to hold it. And I know that over time, long term, that the plus 2R all or nothing is a much better strategy than anything else I've seen so far. So with that being said, I think we might be done for the day. I'll see if maybe I take any more trades. I'll be back in a little bit, and I'll update you guys shortly. All right, guys, so we're back on the charts. There is another valid setup here, but I am going to go ahead and call it a day. Too much volatility, too much craziness going on in the market right now. And we were in this trade for 5 hours, and it actually ended up working in our favor. So I'm going to just lock it up, call it a day, take the plus 2R, run with it, come back tomorrow for another day. So I'll show you guys the Apex accounts. As I mentioned yesterday, we are now we were able to get 10 more accounts to fund it. So you guys see here, these are all the new funded accounts now. Here are the 10 original ones that we've been trading this whole time. You guys see the drawdown on these is down here. Traded these 3 accounts, trying to kind of slowly grow these accounts to like the initial balance at least. So I'm risking double risk on a couple of them. We're going to try that for a little bit. Nothing too crazy, guys. We're managing risk. These are all still funded accounts. These are all pretty good in drawdown still. So don't want to push them too crazy. We're just going to try to get them back to the initial balance and then continue to trade them as we have been. So here you guys can see, I'll show you guys the execution. Today, only 1 trade, 1 winner. $180 on the day. Here you guys can see the time, as I've mentioned multiple times. We're in that trade about 5 hours. And I'll show you guys here my funded futures accounts. I was able to get 2 more my funded future accounts to fund it. Today was the first day we traded them. These accounts are doing a little bit more better than the Apex ones, and some are even positive. So Tradeify, here are the 5. Again, pretty solid day, guys. Super long day, 5 hours in that trade almost. Again, as I mentioned throughout the video, guys, I control one thing, and that's the patience, that's the discipline, that's the mindset I bring into trading. The outcome, it's random, it's whatever, and it's going to do what it wants to do, right? We don't control that. All we control is the process, and we made sure we implemented that today, and we were focused and disciplined, and we executed to the best of our ability. So finishing off the day with a plus 2R, pretty good day. Locking it up, calling it a day because too much news, too many pals talking right now gets too crazy. Don't want to be part of that. Randomness that happens, big volatility spikes could happen either direction, and too random for me, not enough back testing on it, and we're not going to do that. So calling it a day. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, guys. Peace.